Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Obviously we are not in the previous location that we previously were at. That didn't make any sense. And we have missed some Saturday morning tarot, but we are here to tap into the energy as it is. So, Moon Shadow Floral Vow Tarot deck. Here we go. I hope you're having a great rest of your weekend. It's Sunday as we are recording, and yeah, a lot going on for me personally. I hope everything's okay in your neck of the woods. So yeah, it's kind of hard to, once you get out of your rhythm or your groove that you're trying to get into, to kind of get back at it. But here we go. Let's see. Hold on one second. Try to. Okay, a little less noise, a little less conversation, a little more action, please. Elvis Presley, anyone? Let's see what we're picking up for you. Okay. All right. Someone holding power. A battle has been fought, or there's some sort of conclusion before it's even begun. Five of Swords. So it appears like someone has all of the tools. There is something that you're not seeing, though. I feel like there's something you might be aware of, but you might not know how they could be using it against you. So her back is turned, and this person seems wounded, and they're beneath or in a lower position, but there's something right there within hand's reach, within arm's reach, right? So just be careful how you gloat over a victory. That would be the warning for me, is be careful. Remember to stay humble, and to always approach everything as a learning opportunity, especially if someone needs to be quote unquote put in their place. Grace. Remember to give someone your grace. Now, I'm not saying turn your back on the situation or let them smack you around. Go for it, and either you're going to get rid of them out of the job, out of whatever the situation is, but just be aware of your surroundings and be aware that they're going to use any tactic to come at you. And be humble and kind. Be humble with your victories. Less conversation, a little more action, please, from Elvis Presley. So take action. Less talking about this, and more action is needed. Okay. Let's get into this. Okay, so we've got the Four of Pentacles. So rising above, being shown in a light for all your hard work, and that might actually be the catalyst for this situation. That envy and jealousy that comes about because of us putting the work in, and maybe we're being seen for all the work that we're being put in to the situation, perhaps this career that we're striving for. Okay. Then we had a couple come out. So High Priestess. So really using your intuition. No one's going to be able to tell you more about this situation than yourself, than your higher self, than your subconscious. And that's why it's also really important for me to show you these cards, and you to be able to pick up on the little nuances on the cards, because there might be something in the card that you see that triggers a thought or a memory, or somehow psychically you get a ping off of it. So it is very important when you do watch tarot card readings to look at the cards, and hopefully you find a reader that shows you the cards, because that is very, very important. As much as their thought on the card is, you are number one in this. being able to use your own intuition, being able to suss out the situation, so that your higher self can guide you, right? And spirit and God. So we have a maiden who is between two pillars, the beginning and the end, right? The Alpha and the Omega. She is got her legs planted in water. She looks like she's on a poolside. Now, water is very good. It's conduit for electricity. It's perhaps thoughts. It's flowing ideas. It's also subconscious, things that lie beneath what is not surface level. So something that, again, requires your intuition. It requires your third eye. Okay. And we have the moon, also crescent moon. So this could be a lunar cycle. We could be talking about something within a 28-day span, or happening around some sort of lunar event. Okay. Then we've got this one come out. So 3 of Pentacles, again, we were talking about rising above others. Let me show you the card in good detail. Rising above others, honor, praise, a promotion. We see a scholar coming up and watching the artistry of this mason, chiseling out something. So when you're creating a statue, right, you get that block of stone and you are taking chunks and chunks away to get the rough shape of it. And then you have to go in with the fine details and very meticulously take out each piece so that it forms this elaborate shape. And it takes a lot of skill to do this in one block, right? Imagine how much time and energy. This is a lifetime work, right? You have a piece that you are putting all of your life into. You might be trying to stay with a company for the duration of your actual career, your the span of your career, which is very rare nowadays. Most people job hop, especially after 2 years. You know, there's different studies and there's different like research suggesting that you should do that after every 2 years if you're not getting a promotion. This is almost looking like you're going to stay with this company, or you're going to find something that benefits you, maybe enhances your mind, enhances your skills, and you're so embedded in the craft that I see you pouring everything into it. Like, it's a project that you don't just start and finish in 1 week's time. There's something really big, and it's something that you're going to be known for. You're going to rise above others in your particular career field. Okay. We also had the Judgment card come out. And we'll get to this next one in a second. Let me flip it around. You've already seen it, but okay, Judgment. So again, so being judged. So it's the archangel coming down, blowing the trumpet, and the dead rising, right? We are all called to be judged. And perhaps this is the judgment of how we acted in order to get to this result. So did we have to jump over bodies to rise to this accolade? Did we do it with integrity? That's a question for you. You would know more than anyone else what your deeds were to get to this position. So perhaps we are being judged by the events that unfold for us to rise above others. Perhaps this could be someone who potentially gloated, being judged because they were unfair or harsh to you. So, yeah. The thing about karma is, if you are within the boundaries of what is appropriate for society, karma will never bite you, really, my friend. Karma will seek out those who who were unfair, unjust, and the justice will be served. The judgment will be gifted to them. So, and the thing about God is it's always divinely timed, and it is always dished out in the most appropriate way possible, believe it or not. Okay, we end this card spread. Well, I'm supposed to pull 2 more, and I would love to end it right here. So I'm going to say that if you don't want to see anything else after this, you can scammer about. You can leave. I will pull possibly 2 more cards. But the last one that came out in this big pile that flew out was the Sun card. The Sun is really victory. It's sitting in the sun. It's in that energy. It's wealth. It's abundance. It's a prosperity. It's a child, perhaps coming to you. I heard something more recently, and this is what I'm going to tell you. Why I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you why I'm going to tell you this. They say that a lot of people who are military or in service. There's the men who are servicemen, like Marines, Army, Air Force, all of that sectors, right? They tend to have a lower birth rate of sons. They're seen as prodigal sons, or it's very glorious to have a son if you're a serviceman, because the stress on the body actually alters like the reproductive, so you're seeing a higher population or higher statistic amount of baby girls being born to these servicemen because of the stress and how the stress is affecting the body. I see this as a son that was longed for coming in, essentially. And that was the best example I could provide for that there was some sort of stress on the body. And I see that stress lightening or being removed completely, and something that has been prayed for and wished upon for a while actually coming in. And that could be very well a child, specifically a son coming in. I apologize if that is offensive to speak on a gender. That is what's coming out, though. Okay, so we're going to pull 2 more cards. If you want to leave it like that, that's fine, and no worries. Okay, just to round it out. Oh, it might just very well be where it was meant to be. Okay, that was it. The last card to be pulled, because it kept going, and I could feel the tension in the cards. Like it was like, that was it, Chris. Christopher Robin. Okay, 10 of Cups. So we have, typically it's depicted as multiple generations together, and there is your beloved and your prayer being answered. So it is prosperity. Obviously, it's multiple generations. It is your lineage being continued, and this is, again, just another card to reinforce this one. All right, friends, I guess that is what it is, because the cards really just wanted to leave it with that. So I hope this message finds the individual or individuals that it was intended for. We're very small, very niche channel, so I do believe it will. All right, have a blessed day. We will try to be back for Saturday morning tarot, but I'm just going to post things when I can, because going through a lot right now as far as medical stuff. So anyways, thank you so much. If you enjoy readings like this, subscribe, like, comment, and any kind of engagement really helps boost this channel. I appreciate you. Thanks so much, and bye for now. We will be seeing you in the cards.